Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name's Norma. This is my channel. It has been a minute. Okay, it has been a minute. So I'm here with a life update. Okay, so I am a separated woman. I wish I could say divorced, but we're getting there. But anywho, yeah, that's the deal. Maybe one day when my girls are like teenagers, we'll be able to like spill the tea. But obviously for now I have to keep it all like cordial and cute and stuff because you know like the internet is forever or whatever. But you know when they're old enough and I get to tell them and then they're like, girl, share that, I got y'all. But anywho, all I can say is that it was not me. Anywho, yeah, so I also moved back to Mass, Lotttown, in June of last year. Me and the girls came here. And yeah, I am doing the single mom thing. Like the real, true single mom thing. It's just me and my girls. However, so many blessings. I thank God for everything. I've learned so very much about just having faith. I've like learned to, when I'm stressed about things and things are happening, to just be like, may God's will be done. And move on. Like I literally in my head or even out loud, I'll say, may God's will be done. And I move on and I move forward. And I have truly seen like, what is it? Like the fruits of that. I've seen the blessings in my life because of that. When I got here in June, I very quickly was able to get this apartment. My mom, huge help, beautiful, wonderful soul. I've paid her back halfway. Taxes are coming, so the other half will be paid back. But, we have a beautiful place. It's I'm actually really excited to show like certain areas, certain parts of it, but it's a 1-bedroom, so the girls have the bedroom, but like it's all very spacious areas. The bedroom's huge, the living room's huge. The only thing I'd say is small is the kitchen, and even that is like big for like a 1-bedroom apartment space, if that makes sense. Very affordable for me, which is wonderful. But yeah, really spacious, really cute. Like the living room literally fits like my bed and a couch, a dresser. Like it's enough to separate the space, you know, kind of like what a studio would look like basically. So very nice. We love it. I'm like eternally grateful that the girls are happy and comfortable here. It's so funny because honestly we could turn that room into just like a straight playroom, like take all the beds out because they do not sleep in there. Koa does because she's still in her crib, so I'm able to put her in there. The other two, they end up in my bed. But yeah, anyways, we love this place. In September, I want to say, I got a job as a building sub at a school here. The town is like 40-ish minutes away, no traffic, with like some traffic, hour plus in traffic. However, I really enjoy it. And actually, so I started as a building sub, and then there was like a bunch of stuff with the ELA, which is what English is referred to now. A bunch of stuff happened with ELA and the ELA teacher. And so now I am the ELA teacher. I've been the ELA teacher since the end of October. And I'm like the official ELA teacher, like that's my title through to the end of this year. And I'm hoping and praying that God leaves that position. I'm like getting teary-eyed. That God leaves that position in my life after this year. I love all the kids I'm teaching. I have never enjoyed a job the way I enjoyed this one, even when it's stressful, like, because it's been a huge learning curve because there was no, like, the other teacher hadn't had like the curriculum set for like the quarter or like, you know, like I think she was just going day to day. And so thankfully I'm in a district where it's all about like support, which has been amazing for me as staff, but also I didn't mention, I have the luxury, the blessing, the great blessing of the girls being able to go to school there too. So Carter and Kai go to school where I work, which is beautiful and lovely and obsessed. But it's a really great district for support. So much support for Carter, so much support for me as staff. We're like meeting after school once a week to like go through the curriculum and like walk. It's all been amazing. I've never had a job that like I truly love or am passionate about or I'm just happy to be there every day. Like it's just so stinking wonderful. And again, it's really awesome that we are at the same school because all our breaks are the same, right? Like if there's no school, I don't have to worry about where they're going because I'm here. Which is all very crucial to me because it is quite literally just me. Obviously, it's very different from Ohio because I have my family here, and if it came down to it, I have so many people that I could be like, you're gonna have to watch the kids. I got something to do. However, it's similar to Ohio in the sense that like everyone is really living their own lives. Villages look very different now. I feel like a lot of us, like a lot of moms or parents, can relate to that now. It's very different. I feel like when I was a kid, me and my cousins were constantly like bouncing. Like we were at one of our parents' houses and we were at the other parent. Like there was always somewhere for us to go. Also though, yeah, I mean, that's really how it was. And so it's a little different now just because, right, it's different dynamics. You have siblings who have no kids, and it's like, I live a life of no kids. You have siblings who have kids, and so just like you, it's like overwhelming and overstimulating and a struggle. And so it's like, there's not a lot of space, right, to be like, I'll take your kids and you take mine. That's very much the energy I keep, I will say, though. And I have nothing, I'm not like, ooh, everyone needs to be like me, because I feel like, obviously probably not everyone enjoyed that, right? Like I fondly remember going cousin to cousin and like all of us hanging out, but maybe like my cousins or my brother are like, it's whatever. That wasn't really all that important to me. To me, it's important. So like I'm always taking my nephew. My oldest brother lives a little bit far away, so I don't always get to take it. Well, two of his daughters are basically teenagers, but the little one, I'd love to take her more often. But yeah, I'm all about it. And like, obviously, like the dream is to have a house with so much space and for all the kids to constantly be here, my friends' kids, like that's my vibe. Like as the girls get older, like I want my house to be the house they feel comfortable in, they feel comfortable bringing their friends into, their friends feel comfortable in, like safe space all around. But anywho, that's talking about the future. We're here for the now. But yeah, so everything has been amazing. Moving, I remember when I first moved, I was like, what have I done? Like, I think I fully have like made a mistake. But it was just because it was a lot of adjusting. So the last time I lived here, I was 22. And so I think for me, like the fondness I had, it was hard to grapple with the fact that that was no longer what this space was, right? Because I was a child. Like, at 22 as a child. I was a child living here as a child. And so coming back as an adult with children, with responsibilities, it was really weird to navigate, right? Like how like everything moves differently. People are moving differently. I feel like I expected to like see people from that time in my life, right? And like to be walking around and be like, oh my God, it's you. And realizing that like, no, people have relocated just like I had. And the people who are here, like everyone's just leading different lives and it's very different. But at the same time, I didn't lose a ton. Like my best friends in my life, like are still here in my life. And I have two friends, Sel and Serena, and they're like my favorite people in the world because I feel like no matter, we know that we are really good friends and we don't have to be in each other's presence to know that or to feel that. It's not that whole like, well, where you been at, right? Like if we say that, it's like a very lighthearted, loving joke. And then it's like, all right, when we see each other, like, I don't know. It's just, they remained my friends all through that. And like, I didn't come here very often. And so anywho, it's all very happy things. Obviously as time passed, things got better. I got that job. Then I became the ELA teacher. The girls finally adjusted to being here. Carter had a little bit of a tough time in the beginning, just adjusting to school because in Ohio, the accommodations were like exclusion. Like she would be like placed in a smaller classroom. But here, it's very much like we are going to give whatever tools she needs to be in the classroom receiving the instruction 100% of the time. And so if that's putting an extra person in the room for her, that's what they're doing. There's all these tools, counselors, like it's just incredible. It's amazing. It's just really nice to see like all of us just being happy and like they're in a place where they can talk fondly of both places and it's not like in, like I wish we were still there type of thing. And so I love that. But I think that it does have a lot to do with me being in a much better space and so showing up in a better space as their mom. And so I don't know, that's why I really, really feel like it's so true when people say like, oh, you have to be well as a mom, you have to be okay physically, mentally, emotionally, all of it, for them to be okay. And so it can be easy to be like, oh well, I don't want to like uproot their life or like switch this and switch that. And then it's better for them. You know, like you take the leap and it's better for them. Coming here has been better for them. Nobody can tell me that it hasn't been. Like, they're thriving because I'm thriving. They're thriving because we have a support system. Like, we have, you know, like there's love. I don't know how to explain it, but it's been great for all of us. Like, even and again, all of it, everything I'm saying is such a testament to just like having faith and believing that God's will be done. Because like, even so, my youngest Koa, she was at a daycare here in Lawrence, and I basically decided to switch her to one in the town that I work at and the girls go to school at, because it just got too complicated. We have to leave here really early in the morning, like 6 o'clock, 6:30. And so it was really complicated having, my mom was taking her, but then like my mom takes some other kids to school. Like, she has all this other stuff going on. And so it was really complicated for her. It was really complicated for us because like, so on half days, like Thanksgiving, there was that half day Wednesday. And then for Christmas break, there was like a half day. And the issue was her half day was only a half hour after our half day. And so then I was having to find someone who could pick her up and keep her for 30 minutes by the time like we came from that other town. And so it just got too complicated, and I was like, we need to change her. But then I was like worried because I was like, oh, she's already had this shift. She really struggled because I wasn't working till September. So from June till September, they were home with me because like they weren't at daycare, they weren't in anything. So she's with me all this time, and then is plopped back into daycare. And so I was like, I don't know if I should move her. Maybe I wait till the end of the year. But I decided to move her anyways. I found a daycare there. It's like a Spanish speaking daycare. Like, so it's like Spanish staff. And I personally have been blessed at the daycare in Ohio as well as this one now. I like daycares that feel like family and less like a center. And their daycare in Ohio and the one she's at now, and the one she was at before, had that feel too, don't get me wrong. But have that like family feel, like these are aunts, uncles, and grandmas taking care of your kids, if that makes sense. Like, it's like they're gonna take care of them in that way. So anywho, moved her, but I was really nervous, and I was like, oh my God, please let her love it. But she loves it. So she always, even in Ohio, and she was at that daycare since she was a 6-week or like 8-week-old baby. Like, she was little. It was nothing new. But she literally would cry when I dropped her off. Like, she was like, I want to stay with you, I want to stay with you. And so even more now because she spent all those months with me. And so at this daycare, that first day, she didn't cry. I was like, wow, okay. But then the next like week and a half to 2 weeks, she was doing the crying thing. Now the thing is, okay, just so you guys don't get too nervous or scared, she would always stop immediately. Like, I left, a second later, she was fine. They would take her to a toy, to a friend, to eat her breakfast, and she was completely fine. This wasn't like something's going on territory, you know? It was just like, I don't know, she just did it in the morning to see if you'd take her home, I guess. But anyways, the last week and a half, she just stopped. She was like, I want to go to school with my friends, or like, I want to go see my teacher. Are we going to school? And like, I'll drop her off, no crying, no anything. So I think she got used to it, and she really likes it there. And I love that for her. Also, I think she's just maturing. She's a very smart, bright 2-year-old. She does the funniest things. My little terremoto. But anywho, that, yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. I do have more to share, but I think I'll share it in like in its own subject. But yeah, basically I am single mom, life in it. I just kind of wanted to update you guys with what's going on in my life. But I'm very excited. There'll be a YouTube short here of my vision board so you guys can see like what I see for myself for 2026. But I'm really excited. I've realized that you know, when you start your vision board and you do the whole like, I want to take 4 trips this year. And I was saying that, and then I like sat with myself and was like, bruh, like, you ain't got that kind of money. That's not gonna happen. You'll be lucky to get 1 in there. And so I was like, okay, we need to relax. We need to be a little bit more realistic about life, right? Like, I'm not buying a 5-bedroom home by the end of 2026. Like, that's just not happening. But we could work towards that, right? The goal could be to work towards that. But anyways, so I realized that I wanted to like, and I know this term sounds so corny, so cheesy, it feels cringe saying it, but like romanticizing life for me, I realized literally meant just like the day to day and like more intentionally going to do things and being around people, prioritizing myself, right? Like not feeling like I have to be home with the girls just because I'm the only one, whatever it is. And so I'm very excited. We're going to we're going to see Marcelo, me and my mom, and then me, my sister, and my cousin are going to see Da Vinci. It's going to be a good time. Me and my cousin went skating. I went to see Adrian Nunez's concert. Like I'm just having so much fun. Like lately, if I see an event or I see something I want to go to, if it costs money and I have the money, I just like pay right away. Like I'm like, boom, done, let's go. And so yeah, it's sorry, it just makes me so happy. Like I'm having so much fun with life. And also, again, blessings. I've been blessed with an incredible babysitter. My mom connected me to like a parent she knew, and she is amazing. The girls love her. Like it's so wonderful. Cole is learning Spanish through her, and also I think simultaneous daycare. But like we're taking her home the other day because she had babysat Koa because Koa was sick. She was going to daycare. And Koa's in the car going, I have moco. And I was like, moco, girl, what? Because if you don't know, I am Dominican. My children obviously are as well, but their dad is Black. And so in Ohio, there wasn't really Spanish being spoken. So they're all kind of learning here and becoming really interested. Kai is very excited that she can count to 10 in Spanish, like little things like that. And so she did moco. And the other day I bought them like hash browns at McDonald's, and she ate her hash brown and she's like, I want more papa. And I was like, girl, what the heck is going on here? But yeah, it's very cute. It's just overall, I feel so blessed. Like life is so happy. And I think that another thing I want to do too is just like dwell in the goodness of life right now. Am I where I want to be? No. Like I said, I want a 5-bedroom house. I want, like I want to be secure in teaching and feel like this position is mine forever, right? As long as I keep working, things like that. And so, however, though, you have to like stop and smell the roses, like I have to stop and realize that like this home I built for my children, I did it by myself. Like just me is so crazy to think about. Like I mean, I had help, my mom, but I'm paying her back. So it's still just me, right? It's still just me. I had support, but what I mean just me is like, without the life I envisioned of having a partner that's like locked in and doing it with me, like, and it's all me. And it's so beautiful. And so I just try to remember that I need to soak that up. The other day I was like going downstairs to put my laundry in and was just like, I'm in a place with like laundry machines. And I'm like, like it's just like I'm living life comfortably. And that's beautiful. It's a blessing. Thank you, Lord. That's the update I have for you guys. Like the video if you enjoyed, of course. Comment down below. I'd love to know if you're like a mom in the same, let's link, let's talk. We can talk shit about the ancients. Subscribe for more content like this, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.